For years, the Pittsburgh Steelers offense has been a puzzle that just wouldn't come together. Even during the twilight of Ben Roethlisberger's legendary career, the offense struggled to find consistency, plagued by ineffective play calling and an inability to establish a rhythm. The arrival of Matt Canada as offensive coordinator failed to turn the tide, and when Arthur Smith took over after the 2023 season, hopes soared that the Steelers would finally reclaim their identity. A hard-nosed, power-running game complemented by a deadly play-action passing attack. Yet, the 2024 campaign was far from the offensive renaissance Pittsburgh fans envisioned. Injuries decimated the offensive line, Najee Harris battled inconsistency, and even the supposed backup workhorse, Jaylen Warren, was hampered by his own health setbacks. The unit sputtered rather than roared, leaving questions looming about the future of the Steelers' offense. And, crucially, the future of their offensive playmaker, Jaylen Warren. The running back situation, a shifting landscape. Najee Harris's departure in free agency left a void in Pittsburgh's backfield. Warren, who began his career as an undrafted free agent, was seen as the natural heir apparent. Heading into the 2025 season, the expectation was clear. Warren would carry the load and prove he was more than capable of being the Steelers' lead back. But the front office had other plans. The Steelers stunned fans, and perhaps even some players, by drafting Kaleb Johnson in the third round of the 2025 NFL Draft. This move wasn't just about adding depth, it sent a bold message. The Steelers were not entirely confident in Warren as the long-term solution. Johnson, a dynamic, hard-nosed runner with the kind of skill set Pittsburgh cherishes, immediately became a serious contender for a share of the carries. Alongside him, Kenneth Gainwell also looms as a potential contributor, further complicating Warren's path to dominance. What does this mean? For Jaylen Warren. For Warren, this could be a make-or-break year. His story is one of grit and perseverance. Going undrafted and clawing his way into a role on one of the NFL's most storied franchises is no small feat. Now, at the start of his fourth season, Warren will earn his first significant paycheck, with his restricted free agent tender clocking in around $5.35 million. This is a big leap from the modest rookie deals and minimum contracts he's endured, but it's just the beginning of what he hopes will be a lucrative career. However, if Pittsburgh's brass chooses to lean heavily into Johnson's potential and views him as the future of the backfield, Warren could feel boxed out. Without a meaningful commitment, a sizable multi-year contract extension, Warren may decide to play the 2020 season with something to prove, aiming to boost his market value for a fresh start elsewhere in 2026. The two-back system, a double-edged sword. Pittsburgh's offensive philosophy has always revolved around establishing the run, pounding the rock, and controlling the clock. A backfield featuring both Warren and Johnson could morph into one of the most formidable running back tandems in the NFL. Both bring distinct talents to the table. Warren's experience, vision, and toughness, combined with Johnson's explosiveness and youth. Yet, this dynamic comes with an inherent challenge. Warren, as the more seasoned player, likely expects to be the unequivocal lead back for years to come. The Steelers' investment in Johnson, though, could be interpreted as a lack of confidence in Warren's long-term viability as the franchise's bell cow. This delicate balance between two hungry, talented backs could either become a blueprint for success or a source of locker room tension. Can Warren and Johnson coexist? There is a clear path forward that benefits everyone involved. A genuine two-back system where carries are split fairly, roles are clearly defined, and egos are kept in check. If the Steelers' front office can lock Warren into a lucrative 3-year extension, it would not only reward his contributions, but also solidify a powerful backfield duo for years to come. The key, however, is humility and professionalism from both players. Warren must accept the reality that sharing carries could be necessary to maximize the offense's effectiveness, while Johnson must buy into a complementary role rather than demanding the lion's share from day one. If they can embrace this, Pittsburgh could field a backfield duo that strikes fear into defenses across the league. What's next for Pittsburgh? Steelers fans want to see a dominant physical running game reminiscent of the franchise's glory years. The potential is there with Warren and Johnson, but success depends on more than talent. It requires cooperation, smart management, and a willingness to put team goals ahead of individual stats.